Okay, hi everyone. So we will now study about some various important scientific instruments that are there in science that we have studied throughout the course, right? This will be a sum up, right, which could be asked as questions. Okay, this would be part of GK only, general knowledge. And let's start. So some of the important scientific instruments is altimeter, which measures the altitude above a fixed level. So generally we take altitude above the sea level. So this is what measures altitude, right? Ammeter, of course, we studied in electricity that it is measured by electric current in amperes. The unit is A. Audiometer measures hearing acuity or sensitivity. So audiometer would be in a mic to measure the hearing acuity or sensitivity, how sensitive it is to sound, how loudly is it producing sound, right? Barometer measures the atmospheric pressure. We measure the atmospheric pressure. At how much pressure are we in? It increases as we go on depth, it decreases as we go to the top of hills, right? So barometer would be used. Binoculars. So what are binoculars? Binoculars are optical instruments. They are used for viewing distant objects with both eyes. So I think we have all seen binoculars, right? We have binoculars looking like these, right? People put their eyes over here and they are able to see very far. These are lenses. These are binoculars. We have calorimeter. What is a calorimeter? We studied about that in heat. It measures heat transfer during physical or chemical processes. How much heat is being produced. Cardiogram. Now what is a cardiogram? It records electrical activity of the heart. So our body also has electricity flowing through it, electrolytes, right? This cardiogram records the electrical activity of the heart. Chronometer. Now what is a chronometer? Right? A chronometer is a highly accurate timekeeping device. This shows accurate timekeeping. Okay, so if someone wants to keep track of time, he will have a chronometer. This is an example of an audiometer. We just talked about chronometer. Now we talk about cinematography. Now what is cinematography? Art and technique of motion picture photography. So have you ever seen films, right? They are being recorded by cinematographers, right? They are behind the camera, they are recording it. Dynamo. Now what is a dynamo? Dynamo is a device, this is a dynamo, converts mechanical energy into electrical energy, right? Mechanical energy into electrical energy, right? What this does is you rotate it, you rotate this key using something and it will convert it into electrical energy. Dynamometer. Now what is a dynamometer? It measures force, torque or power. It measures the force, it measures the torque. Torque means force with a direction. Okay, so when I'm opening a door, I'm pulling or pushing. So force with a direction is torque, and power. Of course, we know power. It is a dynamometer. Electrometer measures the electrical charge or potential difference. Electrometer measures the potential difference in volts. Also a voltmeter. Electroscope detects and measures electric charges. So electroscope will measure if there is an electric charge. It detects also, it measures how much electric charge is present. We study about endoscope. If anyone has heard about endoscopy, endoscopy or endoscope is a medical instrument for visual examination of internal body cavities. Okay, so medical instrument for visual examination of internal body cavities. So this endoscope, it will go inside you, right? They have a camera to the very end, and as it goes inside, it helps the doctor sees what all is wrong with the systems, what all is wrong from the organs from inside, right? They will put it in your esophagus, put it throughout your body, and they would pull it off as well. So this is called endoscopy. I had one endoscopy once for tonsils. I had tonsils, right? Fathometer, what is a fathometer? It measures the depth of water using sound waves. Measures the depth of water using sound waves. Galvanometer measures small electric currents. Okay, so it will measure small electric currents. Hydrometer, what is a hydrometer? Measures the specific gravity of liquids. Specific gravity of liquids is a hydrometer. Lactometer measures the purity or density of milk. So lacto means related with milk, measures the purity or density of milk, right? Mariner's compass. Now what is a mariner's compass? The navigation instrument for determining direction when at sea. Okay, so a mariner is a person at sea and his compass is a navigation device for determining direction. Microphone. So what is a microphone? I am wearing a microphone right now. It converts sound waves into electrical signals. So whatever sound waves I am producing, they are being converted by this microphone as electrical signals that will be stored. Okay. And whenever I want to hear that voice again, I will put in a speaker and the speaker will convert that electrical signal to voice. Right? This is what happens. A phonograph. Now, what is a phonograph? Device for recording and reproducing sound. Phonograph records sound, right? We have phonographs in your phone right now. Like they will record the voice and reproduce it. What is a periscope? Periscope, we studied about that in light. Optical instrument for viewing objects above or around obstacles. So what happens is if there is a submarine, right? What is this? A person inside can view outside. This is a periscope. A radar detects and tracks objects using radio waves. Okay, so this is a radar. If we can't see around, right? So submarines have radars. They will detect if some other submarine or an obstacle is present nearby. Okay, this is a radar. They use sonic waves. Okay, so it would send out a sonic wave and those will be reflected back. That is what tells us that there is an object in close proximity. Seismograph, it is used when there is an intensity of earthquakes. There are highly intense earthquakes. Voltmeter, now what is a voltmeter? Measures the electrical potential difference. It measures the electrical potential difference, right? Like if there is a high pressure, high electrical charge over here and a low charge over here, they would flow like this. The electrons would flow like this. This is an electrical potential difference. This is measured by the voltmeter. These are some pictures. Yeah. So these are some pictures, right? We have a voltmeter, we have a barometer, we have an ammeter, stopwatch, right? Chronometer, we have sound level checker and audiograph, right? Audiometer. We have we have a galvanometer over here that detects current, right? These are some examples. Now we study some units of measurements. Now what are some units of measurements? These are how we measure things, right? So in what quantity? These show quantity. So volume of a substance, the how much a volume a solid has or a liquid has, or the volume that is being held is in cubic meter. Meter into meter into meter. Length into breadth into height. This shows meter cube. Acceleration is meter per second square. Density is kilogram per meter cube. So if I divide mass by volume, that is density. Momentum is kilogram per meter second. Kilogram meter per second. So if I have some mass and it is moving, that is momentum. What is work? Work done is joule in J. Energy is also in joule. So energy and work done are both same, joule. Pressure is in pascals, PA. Frequency is in hertz, Hz, means how many times something occurs. How many times does something occur, right? Power is watt, weight is in Newton, right, or kgs, right? The force that we exert, this is force, better write it as force. Impulse is Newton per second, Newton second, impulse, right? Impulse. So this was all for the scientific instruments and units of measurements, right? Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.